asking if they've seen me, but you don't really wanna find out.
Good evening. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now, the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now I'd like to introduce Superintendent Corey.
Be seated. Congratulations, Armijo High School, class of 2021 graduates. This is our last graduation of the season. I think we saved the best for last, am I right? It's such a pleasure to honor you in person, and I'm going to go off script for just a minute because I also want to acknowledge your principal, Ms. Sheila Smith, who's graduating along with you today because this is her last graduation as she enters retirement. So I want to give a shout out to Sheila Smith, your principal. I want to express my admiration and respect for each and every one of you graduating seniors. You have accomplished something that none of us have ever done. You completed your high school and senior year during a pandemic and through distance learning. We've learned so much from you. Your strength, determination, flexibility, and resiliency was evident and encouraging to us all. Your "we'll get through this" attitude makes us all feel pretty optimistic as you will be our future leaders. You easily navigated the technology despite poor internet connections, and you adapted to unstructured events. You helped us to evolve and transform a system that hasn't had radical change for quite some time. I like to share these little pop-open cards with people to provide a little bit of inspiration. And when I was thinking about our graduates, I randomly popped open a Carpe Diem, Embrace the Day card. And it read, "Achievement of our goal is assured the moment you commit yourself to it. You committed yourself to graduating. This goal is achieved. We know it will only be the beginning for you. Use the skills you learned during this challenging time to move forward in greatness. On behalf of the entire governing board and the Fairfield-Suisun community, I want to once again extend sincere congratulations to the Armijo High School class of 2020. We're so proud of you.
Thank you, Superintendent Corey. Now we are going to hear from our valedictorian.
See how far I can go with, before my cap falls off. Good evening, parents, faculty, staff, and the graduating class of 2021. I am beyond honored to stand before you today to express how I feel about this brilliant and amazing group of people that have made my high school experience one to remember. As we celebrate a tremendous milestone of achievements, I first want us to go back to the most memorable moments of our high school experience to give value to this momentous occasion. I had done lots of reminiscing of the past 4 years. I remember what it felt like for all of us to sit down at our first class. Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. Shout out Leilani Reyes, class of 14. I remember my first school event, a football game, where although we lost 51-6, I got to witness in person the amazing spirit of our school's leadership program. And how about our first homecoming, where our freshman selves danced awkwardly with the stupidest dance moves that would make us now look and say, "What are you doing?" We were basking in the full experience of being a high schooler until the world stopped and the senior year we so desperately longed for was taken away from us. Because of the pandemic, some of us lost the full experience of our senior sports seasons, the opportunity to be team leaders and to show off our game to a cheering crowd of spectators. Others lost the chance to lead clubs that we've dedicated so much time and effort to for the past 4 years. And we've all missed the feeling of moving around campus, interacting, and building relationships every day with real people in the flesh. We are the first class ever in history to have spent their entire senior year inside a pandemic. Frankly, this might be the first time we, as a school, teachers, staff, and students alike, are all meeting each other face to face. But if I have learned anything from this pandemic, it's that I have grown closer to the people that I love. Freshman year, I had set myself on becoming valedictorian. I worked for it, I labored for it, and at times I suffered for it. But as times changed, I slowly realized that my success was not just predicated, and there it goes. I slowly realized that my success was not just predicated on my hard work, passion, and commitment. The people who were closest to me turned out to be more valuable than all the personal effort I gave towards achieving this award. This year, teachers came to class every day speaking to static Gmail icons on their laptops, while on the other side, we sprawled back in our beds, lazily basking in our extreme cases of senioritis. Our cameras were off, and disclaimer, I did have my clothes on during class. Unfortunately, I cannot speak for everyone in saying that. I think all of us share the same sentiment that we appreciate our teachers' unwavering devotion and dedication to our success. Thank you to Ms. Nittler, Mr. Brandt, Ms. Budak, Mr. Towner, and all the teachers who came to school and allowed us to stay in their classrooms for the few weeks of in-person learning. Thank you to Ms. Rockwell, who taught me how to persevere by putting one foot in front of the other. And to Ms. Uhald, who showed me how kindness and compassion can transform another person's life. As I said, we are an astounding crowd of firsts. Some of us will be the first to graduate high school. For others, the first to go to college. And even for some, the first to live in this country. We are indebted to all the teachers and staff for allowing us to achieve those firsts and strive for better down the road. And how about to our parents and family? They've raised us and looked after us from the very beginning, and it's because of their love that we are sitting here today. Mom, Dad, Megan, thank you for putting up with the whirlwind of teenage angst, identity crises, and long bouts of facial acne. Families, your love and immense sacrifice will always be our fuel to pursue the great successes that await us in the future. And finally, like all things, we've reached the glorious end. Our time together as a class will not be defined by grades, nor popularity, nor Instagram or TikTok followers, but by the relationships that we've built with each other. As we move on to the next chapter of our lives, I implore you to keep your dearest ones closest to you. This is the start of a new life, albeit a daunting and intimidating one. And as we move on to the upper levels of professional careers as nurses, engineers, advocates for social justice, next astronaut on Mars, or anything you strive to become, try to leave the people we cross paths with a little more hope and happiness. In a world where we are so interconnected, that is the greatest gift that we can give to each other. Class of 2021, it's been an amazing 4 years with you, and from the bottom of my heart, I wish all of you the best. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. And now we're going to hear from our ASB president, Chantel Martino. Oh, forgot his name. Thank you so much.
Wow, I think I need a step stool. I can't seem to see anything over this podium. But maybe that's just my blurry vision. But it's fine. It makes me less nervous not seeing the hundreds of people staring at me right now. To the governing board members, Superintendent Corey, Principal Smith, teachers, distinguished guests, I guess the not so distinguished guests, everyone watching online, and the class of 2021, welcome and good evening. Before you all say, she doesn't even go here. I do, I promise I do. You might just recognize me by my Google Meet icon. Hi to all of my teachers from this year. I'm Chantel. And I guess since my name isn't attached to the bottom left corner of my icon anymore, it's proper that I introduce myself. Hi, my name is Chantel Martino from Armijo High School, and you're watching Disney Channel. Doot, 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 doot. It's been my lifelong dream to say that. Thank you, thank you. I tried to go on Yahoo Answers on how to write a graduation speech, but with its tragic loss and it no longer being able to answer our burning questions while we procrastinate on our assignments at 2 a.m., I had a junior write my speech just last night. But don't be alarmed. I'm not going against the IB Learner profile. Please give me my diploma still, please. By junior, I meant me. 2.5 years of in-person high school results in you still looking like you're 16. So kids, unless you want to remain 4'11", be sure to eat your vegetables and do your homework. To begin, I would like to congratulate each and every one of us for reaching another milestone in our lives. Today, we will step foot in the world with a long-awaited piece of paper in our hands. We will move on to greater things by ending our 500-day Snapchat streaks and posting photos on our social media accounts with a caption, "I graduated, no cap," which may actually happen tonight. The Wind is actually a paid actor, so say thank you. Tonight, so much has changed in the past 12 years. We went from playing tetherball in the playground to playing 8-ball on our phones, even going so far as using a ruler to win. We went from reading young adult novels to our first relationships, and our second, and third, and fourth, until we realized that no significant other could actually ever amount to Peeta Mellark from the Hunger Games. However, some things never change. We went from watching and standing the Backyardigans to still standing and listening to Castaways on repeat. Clearly, many of us have always had taste. This year was anything but a normal senior year. But regardless, the class of 2021 has accomplished so much that it has left a legacy. Through our sports teams, through extracurriculars, to our individual accomplishments, and even surviving over a year of distance learning. Let's get a round of applause for all of these students. It should not be forgotten, though, that these past 4 years at Armijo were like treading a lake, which I know some of you did right here, our very own Armijo Lake. That will be an entrance fee of 10 Armijo bucks, please. Snacks will be to your left and floaties to your right. I cannot even imagine what our lives will be like in the next 4, 8, or 15 years from now. I don't want to tell everybody some cliche quote like, yesterday is history, tomorrow a mystery, and today is a gift, because we all know that Wednesdays during distance learning are never a gift. Am I right? But then again, Wednesdays mean that we're over the halfway line, and Thursdays don't really count. So we've basically reached the weekend on Wednesdays. Shout out to Mrs. Budok for teaching us that. By the way, happy Friday Eve, everyone. We will learn and accomplish many things as we move on to the next chapter of our lives. Some of us will learn how to park and not hit the curb, or maybe not actually. Whoever's car that is out there, please fix it. Wait, hello? What? Sorry, please disregard that. It was my car. Others will successfully not get sick after consuming packages of cup of noodles each week. We will learn how to do our laundry after wearing a completely pink wardrobe one day. And we will be able to properly say that we are #adulting, or however the millennials call it these days. Now, when people ask us, you graduated from Armijo High? We can now proudly say, what, like it's hard? I mean, yes, but we did it, and that's what's important. These past 4 years have honed us into the people that we are today. This may be the last time that many of us will step foot in this stadium or see one another. You'll look all around you and think, wow, it's so hard to say goodbye. And so that you can truly embrace your main character moment, you'll start singing I'll Always Remember You by Hannah Montana in your head. Because truly, we all knew that this day would come. The future holds an expanse of opportunities for all of us. But the problem for our generation is finding a good way to spend it. Who knows, maybe one of us will end up building a rocket or fighting a mummy, and I think I accidentally just quoted Phineas and Ferb. But what I'm trying to say is, there is so much in store for each and every one of our futures. So please slow down on the cup of noodles, even though it's the only thing you know how to cook, because all that sodium really isn't good for you. I would like to thank my family for being my biggest cheerleaders up to this very moment. My friends for always being there to comfort me. My teachers for teaching me the greatest life lessons. But most importantly, God for providing me with guidance and strength. And because I'm beginning to get all sappy and I feel the waterworks coming, I leave 3 pieces of advice to the class of 2021. Buy groceries, remember to get gas, and get a credit card. Wait, that's the wrong list. I must have reached for the wrong one on the kitchen counter. Mom, do you have my list? Oh wait, here it is, I found it. I guess independence is something I need to learn. I leave 3 pieces of advice to the class of 2021. Number 1, take it day by day. Try not to stress over your future too much. You'll get there when you get there. Number 2, try not to grow up too fast. It's okay to go down the swirly slide sometimes like Carlos from Big Time Rush. And number 3, party hard and celebrate because you deserve it, especially after spending the past 4 years with these people. I will now conclude with the following rap. Please listen at your own discretion and enjoy because you really don't have a choice. A, class of 21 on the spotlight. Here we go, out here into the night. Let's go, spread our wings and take flight, because the future right now is looking really bright. Despite how the past years have gone, we are ready to have some fun. Royals, that is what we are. It'll remain right here in our hearts. Is that a mic drop or what? Thank you again. Good luck, and here's to the class of 2021.
And now we're going to hear from the faculty speaker, Miss Lori Rockwell.
Armijo High School Class of 2021, you did it. It is a true honor for me to be your teacher speaker this year. I look out at all of your smiling faces, and I'm amazed that you are no longer little bubbles on my screen, constantly telling me, Mrs. Rockwell, you're on mute. This year has been like no other and brought you many challenges. Yet here you are, sitting in those seats, about to graduate from high school and move on to new adventure. Some of you will move forward with no fear and take risks. Others of you will take a more cautious path. Whatever route you choose, you will do great things. As you move into the new adventure, I want you to live. And by that I mean L. L is for leap. Leap into life. Do not be afraid. Yes, there are going to be hard times, stressful times, and even sad times. But you have all the skills you need to get through them successfully. I encourage you to always get up and just put one foot in front of the other. I is for ignore. Ignore the outside noise that tries to put doubt in your head. In the words of T.I., never mind what the haters say. Ignore them till they fade away. V is for vibrant. Be vibrant. We have learned in the past year that sometimes the world can be dark and depressing. It is easy to remain stuck in this place. I challenge you to be the vibrant light to spread kindness, positivity, laughter, and most of all, love. E is for embrace. Embrace the unknown. Life doesn't always turn out how you plan it to, but that just means you were meant to take a different path. Be flexible. Embrace the possibilities that come your way. Harriet Tubman once said, "Every great dream begins with the dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world." Class of 2021, you will forever hold a special place in my heart. You are my kids, my besties. I am so proud of you and your accomplishments. You did it. Now go out and live.
Thank you. So now I guess it's my turn. Good evening and welcome, graduating class of 2021. I would like to welcome to this very special event Superintendent Chris Corey, Board President Jonathan Richardson, Director of Secondary Education Kristen Witt, and Director of English Learners and Instructional Support Howard Kornblum, as well as our other very special guests, the families of our graduates. Graduations are always special events. However, as we continue to navigate the effects of a global pandemic, this ceremony has become something outside of the norm of the past year, and we are so pleased that we are here in person to show our appreciation for the diligence, hard work, and resilience that it took for you to get here. When you arrived to Armijo 4 years ago to begin your high school journey, I also was beginning a new journey as the principal of Armijo. And in these 4 years, we've experienced many challenges: wildfires, the critical realities of social injustice, a global pandemic, Yet through it all, you have continued moving forward and now are ready to move on. Just as you are stepping into a new path, I also am sort of graduating. I am retiring. And as you continue to pursue your plans beyond high school, I wish to share with you some advice that I'm taking as I also move into a new journey beyond Armijo. I encourage you first to be humble and teachable. You are a small but important part of the world. Patience and service are good priorities that will bring you success and fulfillment. Focus on what you can learn rather than what you already know. By focusing on what you can learn, you open your mind and heart to understanding others and finding better ways to solve problems and make positive changes in our sometimes damaged world. Next, I encourage you to listen more and learn to appreciate the moment and the people around you. When you listen, not just hear, you connect better with others and learn from their stories. Learning new perspectives can help to guide you to make wiser decisions in your own life. And finally, be an encouragement to others because the world has enough negativity. Celebrate other people's contributions and accomplishments. Remember, you don't lose just because someone else wins. By remaining humble, serving others, focusing on listening and learning, and lifting up others, you will not only find your way, you will make a difference. So enjoy your evening, graduates, and enjoy the rest of your lives. And now we're getting to some of the fun part. Now you get to come up and do your walk and get your pictures taken. So if we could have some of our guests who want to greet you come up. And our readers. Sorry, ladies. Miss Johnson and Miss Budak will be calling your names.
Okay, all right, let's do this. Vanessa Macias.
Fernando Maciel Garcia.
Alejandro Madrigal. Sorry.
Diego Richard Peru Magan.
Gabriel Teodoro Peu Magan.
Michael Angelo Terrado Menangan.
Preston Blancaflor Mandate.
John Ruffin Manley IV.
Eugenio Manriquez.
Andres E. Manzanero.
Madison Yoshiko Martin.
Angela Isabel Martinez.
Florentina Martinez.
Joshua Manuel Martinez.
Kim Bryant Martinez.
Melissa Martinez.
Valeria Guadalupe Martinez.
Chantal Mabube Martino.
Angel Massey.
Jennifer Ashley Mayo.
Leticia Isabel Mayorga.
Stephen Earl McDaniel.
Tiani Renice McGirt.
Marissa Renee McKinnon.
Nathan Benjamin McNaughton.
Martín Medina Olmos.
Kedra Elise Medrano.
Cindy Lisette Melendez.
Kevin Joel Melendez.
Melanie Gabriela Melendez.
Haley Madeleine Mendelson.
Daisy Mendez.
Lillian Hafelina Mendez.
Miguel Mendez Lopez.
Fernanda Mendieta.
Adriana Lisbeth Mendoza.
Esmeralda Beatriz Merida.
Elias Mesa Morales.
Jolie Ann Marie Sas Milan.
Monifa Amaraya Salom Mills.
Ryan Minkin.
Leah Giselle Miranda.
Amina Renee Moore.
Jalen Joseph Moore.
Hector Mora Urbina Jr.
Fabian Moreno.
Trey Benjamin Moreno.
Alejandro Rafael Moreno Arteaga.
Francisco Javier Morfin Jr.
Victor Jamal Morgaine Jr.
Alela Janaya Morris.
Ashen James Morris.
Alana Chanel Rose Mullins.
Harjot Singh Multani.
Carlos Anthony Munoz Gil.
Keavin Zaniel Murcia.
Tamaria Antoinette Murphy.
Sadaf Shakil Naki.
Ana Gabriela Naranjo Silva.
Justin B. Narciso.
Nailea Navarro.
Precious Emma Andama.
Jai Tyree Nelson.
Brandon Deshay Newton.
Kaylee Kim Nguyen.
Madeline Michelle Soder Nguyen.
Isabella Maria Ochoa.
Damien Regino Ochoa Padilla.
Marvin Solayao Olandog.
Araceli Olmos.
Ruth Naomi Orozco.
Michael Joseph Orsi Jr.
Javier Ortega Jr.
Jacqueline Ortega Andrade.
Yaritza Ortiz Aguado.
Alexander Sion Paget.
Jacqueline Pantoja Guzman.
Kehaulani Jasmine Patino.
Austin Patrick.
Selena Esperanza Pelayo.
Yahir Peña Corral.
Hannah Isabella Perez.
Jacqueline Perez Rodriguez.
Alexander Perez Sanchez.
Sierra Ann Pierce.
Darian Joseph Pierce.
Diana Lisette Plancarte.
Lupe Coral Ponce.
Jimmy Anthony Ponce Leon Jr.
Jasmine Elise Portier.
Isaiah Marvin Powell.
Adam Tyler Kwan.
Arvin Brandon Quejado.
Trina Jade Balneg Rafanon.
Jaime Ramirez Gaidon.
Lisette Ramirez.
Ryan Lorenzo Ramirez II.
Francisco Ramirez Guzman.
Michaela Danielle Reese.
Michael Darnell Reese III.
Ademar Marcelo Reyes Rivas.
Kalia Ann Reyes.
Jared Rivera.
Kayla Michelle Rhodes.
Dante Darnell Robinson.
Aiden Christopher Roberts.
Jimena Rodriguez.
Chester Robinson.
Marjorie Esmeralda Rodriguez Jurado.
Kevin Benjamin Rodriguez Cervantes.
Paola Rodriguez Lopez.
Andrea Rodriguez.
Fernanda Elizabeth Rojas Martinez.
Evelyn Fernanda Rodriguez Lomelli.
Annabelle Romo de la Vega.
Cynthia Natalie Romero Duarte.
Edwin Manuel Rosales.
Ethan Spencer Rondez.
Keon Raymond Ross.
Soraya Yasmin Rosales.
Raleigh Joseph Rualo.
Zaria Danae Ross.
Ashley Yamaleth Ruiz.
Emma Diana Rubio.
Ryan Sang Lin Saturn.
Annabelle Se Chow.
Savion Reese Salvamini.
Timothy Chanyun Saturn.
Giselle Sanchez.
Speed Se Samuels.
Andres James Sandoval.
Jessica Sanchez Uribe.
Josh Gabriel Santiago.
Rogelio Sandoval Alejandre.
Brittany Guadalupe Santiago Espinosa.
Domingo Santiago Oros Jr.
Jordan Allen Scrivens.
Anisi Michelle Clovita Scott.
Elena Sessoms.
Mayra Joana Sencion Gutierrez.
Vivica Shaw.
Priya Sanai Shabazz.
Paulina Sierra Castillo.
Kylie Marie Shields.
Edward Charles Sievers.
Marissa Sierra Montar.
Severo Antonio Miguel Garcia Silva.
Matthew Lewis Silva.
Cynthia Silverio Garcia.
Lisette Silva Viruete.
Tavia Tanel Simpson.
Danielle Joanna Simon.
Dominic Antonio Singleton Jr.
Lauriana Eileen Singh Lopez.
Takai Avi Smith.
John Glenn de los Santos Sai.
Elmer Josue Sosa.
Ansel Napoles Solomon.
Liliana Rochelle Soto Cueva.
Oscar Soto Zamudio.
Robert Devon Michael Spires.
Christian Thomas Sparks.
Adriana Colette Stevens.
Marissa Ava Bella Sprague.
David James Stewart.
Cheyenne Nadine Stever.
Gil Emmanuel Tavera.
Danielle Rosal Tafaya.
Cesar Ivan Teles Morales.
Beatriz Guadalupe Tavera Frutos.
Eliza Jane Thorson.
Meng Garrett Tao.
Ryan Emmanuel Fernandez Tongol.
Jaden Anthony Dale Timon.
Leonardo Nathaniel Torres Mejia.
Juliana Torres.
Vashetta Sakara Sally Turman.
Aaron Presley Trujillo.
Lane Alvin Uriselki.
Catherine Angelica Humana Rivera.
Javier James Valenzuela.
Leila Cherie Uyan.
Kyle Patrick Vanisco.
Gilberto Valenzuela Curiel.
Maricela Vasquez Santiago.
Natalie Gabriela Vargas Sanchez.
Fatima Vega.
Araceli Vasquez Rodriguez.
Leslie Angelica Verdugo.
Ruben Villagomez Vera III.
Matthew Connor Vickroy.
Maria Verduzco Ponce.
Vicente Villasenor Ortiz.
Diana Maria Villalobos Barajas.
Zachary William Veery.
Marianne Pedilia Vinluan.
Bao Chao Din Huang Vo.
Kendra Viveros Villagomez.
Mariah Anna Jolie Walker.
Janessa Leilani Voice.
Jada Ranice Washington.
Joel Benjamin Ward.
Nathan Schuyler Wilhite.
Joshua Alton Water Jr.
Bailey Luna Wilkinson.
Ashley Aaron Wilkerson.
Emmanuel Bobby Williams.
Ariel Christina Williams.
Judah DeAnthony Wright.
Isabella Mackenzie Judith Wilson.
Jesus Yogas Rodriguez.
Belina Sophia Yat.
Tanya Grace Zimmer.
Howlin Zhang.
Jose Guadalupe Zuniga.
Logan Graham Zimmerman. Kevin Zuniga.
All right. Class of 2021, please stand. Superintendent Corey, President Richardson, distinguished faculty and staff, family and friends, I certify that all of the students standing before you today have met the graduation requirements of the state of California and the Fairfield-Suisun Unified School District. Congratulations, class of 2021. You are now graduates of Armijo High School. You may turn your tassels. Congratulations, you guys did it. Okay, now we ask that everyone head out toward Washington Street. That way you can meet your families out there. Don't forget to go by the grad night booth and just have wonderful lives. Thank you.